Well, we are Jacob Needham and the Blue Trees. We're from Birmingham, Alabama. We are an alternative Americana group. We have got just a lot of stuff going on right now. Obviously, or we wouldn't be in Atlanta. But we've been releasing a lot of good stuff. We're about to put our first debut album out right now. Way You Move. Got actually from our recent release a single that we released, Chasing You. It's actually got radio play from actually going on all over the world right now, which has been really awesome. I've been getting really good feedback on it. What else do y'all add to that?
Well, the main thing with that, our single got released through Cashbox back in October. So when we released the single, and since then we've been climbing the easy listening Americana charts. Like we're currently at number 8, I think, and we're actually still rising at the moment. So we've seen a lot of good, feedback from that, and so it's going really good.
Been booming.
Pretty crazy. I mean,
it's really crazy. I guess about a year and a half ago,
it wasn't even a year and a half. It was about a year.
Yeah, about a year ago, I had actually started doing solo stuff by myself, and had released a single, and ended up meeting James through an online music finder site, and we started playing together. And then next thing you know, James had met Ben, and then James also knew Andy from going to college together at University of Alabama at Birmingham, and next thing you know, it just formed, and now we're making killer jams and cruising. So it's just kind of cool how it all came together.
Like we haven't been together for a year, and we're about to release our first album. Like the first 11-track CD is like every song is just perfect, in every way possible.
Yeah.
So really excited about that.
Really cool. What do you think?
Very first place we started to play as a unit is a place called, it's in downtown Birmingham. It's more of a smaller venue, but when we did those shows, we did a couple back in the fall of 2015, and they're really just small, really acoustic type of shows. And the crazy thing was, the first show we did together as a unit, we didn't even really practice, period, and we had to play for about 3 hours.
Yeah.
And the whole show was just solid. We were able just to ride it out and really just jam on a lot of stuff, and really just get to that first initial experience of all playing with each other. It just all gelled, and it's like from that point we all knew we got something really good going here. So it's really good experience for sure.
Yeah, I'd say definitely. I guess ideal venues. I think y'all would all agree with me. Obviously, we're musicians. We love to play anywhere, but if we had to choose, it would obviously be playing in front of 40,000 people instead of 5 people. But definitely, I love. Festivals for sure is probably my favorite environment to be able to play in and do music. So, normally some more times it's definitely started with lyrics that I've got. A lot of times it doesn't really even come from ideas. I'll write lyrics to songs and have some melody in my head. Obviously, is normally that goes, but the way it pans out is normally I don't really know what I'm writing about, and then it comes out and I look back over it and I'm like, whoa, this is really cool, and I'll present the idea and then we all start formulating. But
it's like we'll come up with a chord progression just starting off on acoustic, real just basic and simple. And he'll just be keep playing that over and over and just repeating that and looping that, and he'll just be writing away. It's pretty crazy. It's really just amazing. Yeah. It's really a true talent how we're able to do that. So
it flows. So
we just go with it.
Yeah. We're definitely still in the process of growing and becoming a bigger unit, and just growing as a band and stuff like that. I wouldn't say that we have necessarily reached that milestone, but we are definitely on the verge of getting there and growing really fast. We actually have got some bids to play at South by Southwest this year. So, we're getting to the points of, where we're getting good bookings and we're growing and releasing our new album. I think it's really just going to be that milestone that sets us apart and helps us grow and really mature into, what is coming for us as a band and things.
And I also think it's very important that we were interested in going and getting out of our state very quickly. Like a lot of bands, spend way too much time in their hometown. They practice for way too long before they start playing shows and ends up falling apart. So we just sort of jumped with the momentum, and basically we're played in 5 or 6 or 7 states within a few months of being, of getting started, and that sort of created some momentum for the group,
Yeah,
and
definitely
got everybody to see the realities of what it's like
actually being on the road,
out on the road, and what it's really like. And a lot of bands, I think they fall apart before they even get to that point. Instead of just sort of, it's sort of like swimming in a cold swimming pool. You just got to jump in. Instead of just wondering what it's going to be like or being afraid of it, just go
Most
for
definitely.
it.
Sure.
I mean, I definitely think another big milestone that we've had is just the fact that we're all able to do this 100% of time and be able to put all of our time into this, because you've got so many people, which is reality, that people have to have a day job and do things like that. But the fact that we've been able just to pour all of our time and be able just to do this full time and really be able to focus on what we're doing has really helped the process of us, having that leap and growing and, getting, starting to get big quickly. So
we've had the advantage also of both James and I are producers, so we don't have to use outside people. Like if we want to stay up all night working
all
on our
hours
stuff,
of the night, we can do it.
We both have complete production facilities at our individual residences, so that really gives us a leg up in terms of we don't have to wait around for other engineers or producers to help us with, fulfill our visions.
And just the money we've saved on that alone.
Oh my gosh,
that's unbelievable.
Tens of thousands already.
And that's money that we've been able to take and put into promotions, things like that, merchandise, stuff like that a lot of times, when you're spending tens, thousands of dollars, doing studio stuff, it takes away from what you can do and grow your product as a group. And it's really been able to help out a lot. But yeah, I mean, we got a dream team, so I would say that's definitely the milestone.
That's the best way to describe it.
Yeah. Treat it like a startup business, just like if we were. I like to say we're a brand, not a band, and and just treat it like if we were starting a .com company or whatever. Just treat it like a business every single day, and do what we can to make a good product and let the world know about it.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, we have our Facebook, which is Jacob Needham in the Blue Trees. If you follow us on there, we'll post live shows, things like that are going to be coming up. We have Twitter, which is abbreviated JN and TBT. That's our Twitter. You can follow us also through that. I have not come to the conclusion of making an Instagram yet, which I probably need to be doing and get that rolling. But it'll probably be something along the lines with our name. And then I'm trying to think, we got Reverb Nation too, you can listen. And then our website is actually just like our Twitter. It's jnandtbt.com, and you're able to check out, listen to some of our new releases through there. We're about to have a merchandise link that's going to be put on there that you'll be able to buy merchandise and things like that. So definitely check those out. Oh yeah, and iHeartRadio, we have station on there.
Spotify,
all that,
Google Play, Amazon, all that stuff.
So yeah. Well, yeah, we have actually our single out right now, Chasing You. It's been out now since we released it on Halloween.
It was October 31st, 2015.
And it's been really doing, like we said, it's actually on radio charts at number 8 on Easy Listening. And we have got that for purchase on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, all that good stuff. And there's also my single that I released as a solo artist that's on iTunes and everything too, called Forever Girl. I've sold probably around 10,000 copies of that. It's been played all over radio down in South Florida, in the Florida area. But that's also out on iTunes and stuff. I released that back around Thanksgiving of 2014. So definitely go and check both those songs out. And our album is going to be soon released called Way You Move, and it'll be on all those digital distributors, so you can get that there also.